I overslept this morning.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the alarm went off. I remember that. And then I went like, oh, damn, the alarm is off. My girlfriend turns off the alarm.
Right.
That's her job. And then she usually says to me, you better get up. If she fell asleep, I fell asleep. Next thing I knew, Ronnie Limo driver's on the phone. Dude, you're late.
That's what's scary about waking up that early. Sometimes you think there's nothing that's going to get you up.
I know. Oh, my God. I stayed up last night watching Fear Factor. I had a wild night.
So good.
That's what it is.
Get out of here.
I was out of control watching Fear Factor. I go to my computer because last night I made a whole bunch of notes for the show, and I have it all in my computer and in a special little file so I won't, screw it up. And I come in and there's no computer. They took my computer away for this other dopey thing they're installing. I don't even need this audio thing they're installing. I have no computer is what they're telling me. I'm flipping out. Isn't there?
They can't do those things on a weekend when they have a couple of days.
I'm probably the only guy who needs a computer, really.
But anytime you install anything on a computer, it messes up everything.
I don't know. Well, Richie gave me some sort of audio program on my computer where you can touch the screen and you can play stuff. But I don't have time for that. I don't do that. So
it's only for special events. It's not a real necessary thing.
So my computer, evidently, with everybody fotzing around, they screwed up my computer. I need a computer in here to access my notes that I wrote last night for the show. So I went berserk. I mean, you can't blame me. I mean, I'm beside myself. Artie got scared.
I know he didn't know what to do.
I just kept eating my toast.
I know.
He watched you like he was watching TV.
I know. All the guys just watch. I thought that somebody could comfort me, but no. I feel very alone in all of this.
I didn't know what to say.
Fred never says anything.
When something's going out of control.
Well, what am I going to do? You see, the show actually matters to me.
You're slamming. No, I'm not saying that the show doesn't matter to me or Artie or anybody. But when a guy has nothing to do with the show,
right.
The guy's out of control, you just go, hey, chill out, baby.
You were Gary Busey, man.
Well, yeah, luckily Fred didn't leave this time.
Oh, I was so angry. I smashed the whole pair of headphones. I broke them. I don't care. I'm crazy.
I was ready to rush over and fix your computer.
There's no. By the way, when I freaked I looked down. The computer's gone.
Oh, there is no computer.
No, there's no computer.
No computer at all.
None.
Oh, that makes me furious.
So again, how do I get to my notes? It's really odd this happened because most nights I don't sit and make notes into my computer because I don't trust it. Last night I said, I got this computer. All I got to do is throw it in there. Why am I hassling?
Why am I bothering with paper?
And every time I trust that, it's not here. It's odd. It's odd.
What did you do when you ran out there?
I told John to get me another pair of headphones and get Jeff Schick on the phone and find out where my computer is.
Oh, okay. Because I said, where's he going now with his tantrum?
But even, as bad as not having the computer is, shouldn't someone let you in on the fact that there isn't one?
Well, that's
no, I got a memo last night saying something about, I don't read this crap. Something, whenever I get a memo from Jeff Schick, it's way too long. It's like, he tries to use every big computer terminology to impress me. And Laura forwards them to me. And I don't pay attention to that. I don't know.
Nobody can call you and say, and so you can say, look, I need a temporary system then.
Well, that's what I thought we would have in place. That's what I got from the memo, that, yeah, they had to go fix something, but, there was some sort of contingency plan. There was a laptop here or something that I would use. All I need to do is get into my notes.
Right.
Forget it. I don't want to obsess. Oh... It's just I got like 50 things in there for today's show, and I can't remember what they are. And then I get all locked up in my head because I obsess. Okay. All right, you want to have a laugh? Gary Garver's on the phone. He's the guy who does all those Stuttering John-type interviews for us out in California. And he's upset, I guess, because he's getting divorced and he wants to talk about it.
Wait a minute, he just got married.
Oh. Gary.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
You and Michael Jordan, by the way. That's the headline in the paper today.
Michael Jordan's getting a divorce?
Yeah, did you see it?
Oh, my God.
She wants a divorce.
It's about time. The guy's been in the tabloid newspapers every week of his life.
Why
with
bother
chicks.
at this point, though? That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I feel so much better now.
Yeah, and meanwhile, they're speculating on what she's going to get.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she's going to get the mother load.
Juanita.
He'll probably gamble it all the way before she can get it.
Juanita, sí.
Yeah, they say in the paper he's an infamous gambler and stuff. And the wife probably said, I better just file for divorce before he goes through every dime.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard, but how could she possibly have anything to do with Jordan's talent?
Nothing.
I mean, how could she...
Anything to do with
Doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Yeah, she should get like 25%.
No.
You know, like 18%.
No, you know what? They want to wreck guys' lives now. I mean, Michael Jordan is the guy who went out there, jumped up and down, probably destroyed his body. Whatever it is he had to do, he went out and worked. Juanita sat home, and the joke in life is Juanita's going to be as rich as him.
No,
it's so wrong.
The joke is he's going to try to get back some of his money.
Good luck.
Try to recover some.
They got to change that law.
It's all hers at this point.
At least before I get divorced.
Yeah, really.
You're not kidding.
Oh, yeah, right. You don't want to split up that.
You don't want to give up.
I'm not splitting my 20 grand.
I got to tell you, Michael Jordan, we once had some stripper or something. I don't know what she was.
She was a stripper, yeah.
Yeah. She came in. She said she had banged Michael Jordan. And I remember he got all upset that we had her on the air.
Remember, we were this close to getting him on the air, and then we did that, and he would never do the show.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So, anyway, the guy didn't make much of a secret out of being with other chicks and stuff. And it is kind of shocking that the wife is upset about it now, Juanita.
Yeah, something must have happened.
And Juanita's this little short woman, and you go, she's going to make a fortune in basketball.
But the other thing about him is he didn't marry her until he was famous.
I know. That's weird.
So wasn't there a prenup?
Maybe he's lucky.
Oof.
I don't think it matters.
Oh, really?
Why, did you do a prenup?
Yeah, but
we're
just going to go through with it, just...
When did you get married?
The way we thought we would.
Wait. I'm sorry. I keep talking over you, and that's my fault.
I just said we're going to split everything up the way we originally planned it. So...
Well, wait a second, Mr. Depression.
Yeah, he is.
Mr. I sound so out of it that I'll never get another woman again.
He's like, yeah.
Hey, can you hook me up?
No, wait a second. When did you get married?
About 3.5 years ago.
You got kids?
No.
Well, thank God. This is
just like a girlfriend.
This is a date gone bad.
It's a 6.5-year date.
What happened?
Well, we just sort of grew apart.
Oh, God, in 3 years?
Dude, it sounds to me like you got your ass dumped because you're way more upset than a guy who left.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, she basically left me for another guy.
Is it Michael Jordan?
It might be.
It wasn't OJ, was it?
So were you unaware that your marriage was in trouble at all?
We were having a little bit of problems, but we were trying to have kids up until the last month.
Oh my!
Well, maybe with her new man, she'll be able to have some
she got
kids.
pregnant by another guy. That's
I mean, I even took a test, a sperm analysis test.
And how you doing?
Everything was all right because we've been trying for about a year.
I don't understand trying for a year. I guess. What's your problem? You got something wrong with your sperm?
No. I found out I was okay, and then she left me.
How come it takes you a year to get a woman pregnant? I don't understand that.
Because she was using birth control.
Yeah.
She's like, wait a minute, you can have kids?
I can have kids.
She's like, bye.
So...
after I took the test, a month later, she decided to... she found some other guy, and she split 2 weeks later. She moved out, and...
she had that guy for a while.
I assume that's the truth, but
you don't know that.
I don't know.
You don't know that.
Come on.
Hey, she fell in love with someone else. You know what?
2 weeks.
Big deal. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, I'm pretty stunned. Let's put it that way. I'm pretty stunned. No, I'm screwed up, Howard.
Have a drink, man. You'll be all right.
So did she like what you did for a living? Was that it?
No, she likes you. No, she liked you.
Yeah.
She just didn't like Gary.
She didn't like Gary.
Yeah, she didn't like Gary.
Why don't you take your tape recorder and interview her? Get us an interview.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, why don't you interview her about why she left you? See, that's the bit.
All right.
I'll
do that.
Yeah, just say, honey, I need to talk to you. An exclusive interview.
Right.
Here I am with Gary Garver's wife.
And then interview the guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I do more than interview that son of a bitch.
Now.
Whoa. See, why would you be mad at the guy? I don't get guys who get dumped, And then...
They want to fight the
Yes,
guy
the
who...
chick's full.
Yeah, she's the one who fell out of love with you. Don't blame some dude for picking up on it.
Well, the bottom line, I mean, the only thing that pisses me off is that, he knew that she was married. She had the ring on, the whole...
So what?
So he should have just stayed away.
Would you take her back if she said to you right now, I'm coming back?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, you'd be a laughingstock.
Oh, man, what kind of wimp are you?
Yeah, don't do that. Come on, man.
She's
Dude.
gone, like, good riddance.
Do you have trouble getting chicks?
Not really. I mean, right now I'm just completely out of it. So no, I've always had good-looking chicks. I've been engaged before, and
How old are you?
I've always had hot-looking women.
How old are you?
39.
It's laughing.
39. What's so funny?
Well, it'll be 40, man. 40 and lonely.
Have a shot.
40 and dumped.
Happy birthday.
No offense, but, man, you're going to have some nice times ahead of you. You're going to meet some chicks.
This is when life begins at 39.
In 2 weeks, he'll be in bed with some other woman. He'll be so happy.
I know a lot of guys going right now, man, I wish that was me.
Yeah. How'd he get out of it so easily?
And you don't have any money, do you?
I have a little bit of money, yeah.
Did you guys have a house and all that?
Yeah, we had a house, and now I got to move. I'm selling it. I put it on the market Saturday.
Whoa, no kidding. Why should you have to move? She's the one who's got the new boyfriend.
Well, I got to pay her off.
Do you have a prenup?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I got to give her money. She wants all the money up front.
Oh, well, how dare you?
Whoa. What? How's it spell it in the prenup, though? I mean, that's a legal document.
Well, what happened is that before we got married, I bought a townhouse, and I took 65% of the place, and I gave her 35% before we even married.
Why?
Just because I wanted, I loved her, and I wanted to show her that, hey, even if we don't stay together, you're going to get something.
You are friggin' nuts.
Now he's upset about it. This is what you wanted.
No, I'm not upset
You mean
about
you
it.
bought a townhouse before you met her, and then you handed over 35% of the townhouse to her?
Yeah,
Why would you do that?
That was my way of showing her that I loved her.
Hey,
How about-
Gary, you've known me longer. You didn't give me anything.
Yeah, give us 35% of your house. You got to be friggin' kidding me.
No, so now she wants all the money up front, and I got to sell the place.
You mean you just did that on your own?
Yeah.
And now you got to sell your home.
Now I got to sell my place.
Boy, you are retarded.
This broad is...
He gave her 35% of a house he owned already. Oh, man.
Why have a prenup, then?
I know. Well,
I mean,
hey.
He did
Because
the
I
reverse
because I inherited some stuff from my dad. That's why he passed away a couple of years before.
And now your wife's getting it.
No, she's not going to take that. She just wants her part of the house, and that's it, really.
And you can't, like, pay her off and keep your house?
I don't have the dough.
How much dough are we talking about?
Over 45 G's.
Oh, yeah, you don't have that kind of scratch.
No,
So no.
I don't have it. So I got to give her the 45,000 and sell my pad.
And then she's going to go off and spend it on the new guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. She's smarter than that. She's that dumb like Gary.
This new guy's going to be paying in a few years, too, believe me.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, Howard, this guy's got 2 kids, 13 and 16, 2 daughters. He's going through a custody battle.
Right.
I mean, it's nuts, man.
So, did you try to get her back? Did you call her and stuff and say, hey, honey, come on back?
Let's work it
Oh,
out.
yeah, I tried. I mean, this has been going on for 2 months, and during the holidays, which was total torture for me. We'd get together, have dinner, things like that, and all of a sudden, about 3-4 days ago, when I put the place on the market, she told me the truth, that she's been seeing this guy all along.
Right.
And that she's in love with him and been sleeping with him the whole 9 yards.
I told you.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Robin.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry. It's not.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
But you know what? In her defense,
It really does suck.
crap happens, man, in life. People fall in love with other people. That's why marriage doesn't work. And you know what?
She could have been honest and said, I want out of here before she just started sleeping around.
No one does that. Be honest. You know what you got to do? You got to sample a dude before you know you're going to like him that much.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure she's got some samples of them.
Hey, no offense, Gary. I love you, man. I mean, I think you're a great guy. You know that. But you are a bit of a sad sack. And you got to...
Well, right now I am, Howard. Yeah, I am. I mean, I am. I
mean,
feel
in
like
general. I mean,
What?
in general, you got to lighten up.
Yeah.
You know, can't you take a joke?
You need a night at Scores, man.
Is this a joke?
Well, you know what? Here's how I look at it. I don't know if this will cheer you up. She's going to be better off because she's with a guy she digs. You know? And you're going to be better off because you're going to be with a girl that you find somewhere that's going to really dig you, hopefully. Although I think it's going to be rough.
Find that?
That's true. All right, come on. I'm trying to cheer the guy up. I don't want to see him go. I don't want to see him go berserk.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe she'll just be better.
He'll be driving off a building. There'll be no cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my bed off of Malibu Canyon.
He's trying to find a private airport where he can get a plane and drive it into the side of a building. Let's see. Bobo, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Listen, I just want to tell this Gary, man, he should thank his lucky star. You don't have to pay child support like I had to.
Yeah, you got that right.
You're lucky, man. You have no kids and stuff. And you just walk away from it, like Howard says, you hook up with somebody in Vegas. You got it all made, man.
Let me tell you something. I got to tell you something. When we go to Vegas, there are so many hot chicks at the Hard Rock.
Really?
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
Forget it, man.
And you don't know what it's like to be rejected by that many hot chicks.
You take your pick.
What you got in store for
you know what? You got a great life ahead of you. You're going to go to the Hard Rock with us and get rejected by a lot of really good-looking chicks.
I can't wait.
You'll be like, hey, I'm Gary Garver. Guess what? I just gave a chick $45,000.
Yeah, great. Is that Siegfried and Roy?
and I lost my house.
Hang in there, Gary, man.
Yeah, Gary. In all seriousness, don't do something stupid like drive your car off into the ocean or something.
Hey, Gary, the world's your oyster when you're broke in Vegas.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know you when you're walking around penniless.
Right.
Penniless and depressed.
Yeah, Artie, don't people treat you really well when you have no money?
That's great. When you're broke, man, forget about it. Especially in Vegas. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. Makes you feel good.
Yeah, nobody cares about money in Vegas, do they?
I know.
I remember your wife was very attractive.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's a
nice
beautiful
long legs.
Oh,
nice body.
Another thing is that one of the sponsors here does breast implants, and I cut a commercial for him, and she always wanted them, since the day I met her. And I got her a free
good job. Smart.
You're building a broad for some other guy.
Yeah.
You did all the work.
It's like building a deck in some other guy's barbecue.
Well, let me tell you something.
How many guys do we know who got breast implants for their wives who left them?
She has a sexy little body, and I tell you, I wouldn't mind getting a little piece of that now that you're divorced.
Oh, come on, man. I heard your girlfriend's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just busting your balls,
but
dude.
I bet you can get a phone call.
I don't know. I would never do that to another friend.
No?
Never. No.
Well, I appreciate it.
You don't do that.
But I definitely want to come to Vegas and help you guys out or whatever. I need a spark, Howard.
What'd you say, Robin?
What if Gary Garver's wife was Beth?
Then I'd have to go there. Because I love Beth.
See, it all depends.
Right.
I need to see some light, Howard.
I'm going to take Gary out in Vegas. We're going strip clubs, shots of wild turkey.
Dude, we're all going there. We got the whole thing planned. We're gonna have strippers every night hanging out.
Oh man, I'm ready.
We're gonna be drinking every frigging night.
Party, let's party.
Robin, I went to the theater with Robin Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
She took me to the Newark. I went to theater in Newark.
Yeah, can you believe it?
Get out.
I got him out of here into Newark.
The carjacking capital of the world.
So, Performing Arts Center?
No, nothing on Broadway. We couldn't find any tickets. No, actually, it was this dude. He does a one-man show. He's very funny.
Oh, yeah?
Rob Becker, Defending the Caveman.
Yeah. It was funny. He does a one-man show about the differences between men and women, and it's really funny. One of the things really struck me as funny. I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
But, so, I went to the theater, and I brought my girlfriend, and my girlfriend was tired afterwards. She was tired, so we went home. She'd worked the whole day. And then she was going to bed, so it was 10 o'clock at night. I called Ross. I was ready to go out.
You went out and partied.
Oh, please. That night? Yeah.
Damn.
So he says he's down in Nobu drinking.
Yeah.
So I go down there. I hadn't eaten. I wasn't going to eat. I started drinking vodka and cranberries. I must have had 2 or 3 right in a row.
Oh. Yeah, you were
not in a row.
You really wanted booze that night. I remember he wanted to take a drink into the theater.
Yeah, I was really pissed. I'm over there in the restaurant, and I go, hey, I just started drinking. I want to bring my drinking with me into the theater.
Yeah, why not?
Why can't you drink a cocktail in the theater?
It's a comedy play, right?
Yeah, right. So, and Robin goes, I don't think you can do that. I go, sure you can.
Then, as we're walking out of the restaurant, he keeps seeing there's bars in the lobby. He goes, Robin, you can drink in the theater.
Especially a comedy.
It's what's wrong with me. So I just was in the mood to get plowed,
Really?
because I had been in all day. I just wanted to drink.
I tell you.
So I went and met Ross, who was on his 6th Sakatini.
A Sakatini?
Yeah. A sake, instead of a martini, it's a Sakatini.
Oh, wow.
So I had to catch up.
Right.
Then we go over to some club. The Randy Gerber guy who married Cindy Crawford has a new club. I don't know the name of it. It's in Times Square.
Oh, yeah. I went there. That's where we went New Year's Eve.
What's that called?
I met Ross there. I think it's like in the W Hotel,
it's in the
right?
W,
Yeah.
but
The
what's
Whiskey.
It called? Oh.
It's called the Whiskey?
It's one of the whiskeys, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I went over there, sat there, and got hammered. I'm getting hammered. This chick sits down next to me. She looked kind of young to me. So I go, hey, honey, how old are you? So she's like, 24. I go, oh, okay, I can talk to you.
You're legal to talk
Yeah, I
to.
thought she was like 15. I don't know. 24, I'm talking to her. She was a good-looking girl.
Yeah. I bet.
And I'm saying, boy, you know, maybe this is the life. Maybe, you know, I shouldn't be settling down with one girl, whatever, you know.
I should be out drinking.
I should be out drinking and talking to girls. So the girl says to me, listen to this. She goes, you know, there's Randy Gerber. You know, he's married to Cindy Crawford. She goes, his wife, she's my hero. I said, really?
Why is that?
I said, you know what? I love this girl already. She's sarcastic as hell. She can't be for real. She goes, she's my hero because not only is she beautiful, but she's the smartest person I've ever met.
Oh, my God.
So I look at her,
She isn't
and I'm
serious.
bombed. I'm doing shots. I'm bombed out of my mind. This is what you have to look forward to, Gary. So then I go, you're kidding, right? She goes, why would I be kidding?
Uh-oh.
I said, you know what? I got to leave. I got my ass home. Immediately, the room was spinning, and I passed out.
You were hoping she was sarcastic, but she wasn't.
Yeah,
She was dead serious.
24.
Yeah, I just said, you got to friggin' be kidding me.
Hey, Gary, that's what you're going to be doing, only the chick's going to be 42 and ugly.
Saying Cindy Crawford is a hero.
So good luck.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it, you know?
Yeah, it's great out there.
I know. It's I can't wait. Can't wait for that.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, dude.
I know it sucks, but
Well, wait a minute. When did he find out for sure that the marriage was over?
Sounds like very recently.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was sort of holding out hope up until Saturday, and then I put the house up for sale, and that's when she told me the truth. She's been telling me that she's just been dating and things like that, but then she told me the truth about how she's been seeing this guy the whole time. Saw him on Christmas Eve, the whole thing. And
where were you?
Yeah, I was going to say, how does this happen with you right there?
Yeah, how long do those interviews take? Can't you get home?
Yeah. Hey, what do you do besides interviews for us?
No, it was weird because the night that she met him, supposedly.
Well, at least she found love.
Friends, you know, and,
One of you did.
Yeah, be happy for her, Gary.
But, you know, I love that how marriage didn't stop her from dating.
No. Marriage always stopped me from dating. Yeah.
Hey, Howard, if she's only getting 35% of the condo, can't he just, like, take a, you know, like a loan out and just give her the cash and not sell his house?
Well, evidently he doesn't feel comfortable doing that.
well, you know what happened, John, is that we had just refinanced the house about a month ago.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Here's
So
some
I
guy.
already just refinanced it. Now I can't refinance it again. I don't have the cash to do it.
Hey, Scott, you say he doesn't have to sell his house?
No, I was just saying that, you know, John, I actually said that to John, that, you know, if he bought it, you know, 6 years ago, that he could probably take out enough money in the equity, you know, to pay her off and
Yeah, but
keep her out.
he already did that.
Why
Yeah,
did they
well,
refinance?
You know, I wonder, too, in California, you know, you know, obviously he had a deed, transferred the deed from him to her in the form of a gift. Is that right, Gary?
No, I don't know if it was a gift. I just put her on the title when we first bought it.
So when you bought it, she was not on the loan or anything.
No.
But you put her name on the deed.
Yeah, he's pathetic.
She was on the loan. She was on the loan, but I did put her on she had to sign to get on the deed.
I mean, I know you don't want to go through it, but dude, if she was in this other relationship, you know, for a lengthy time, you could probably fight that, man.
You know what?
Because
It'll cost him more to fight it.
I know, but you know that's false pretense. And
I just want to get my money and get the hell out.
I know, and you know what, dude? I don't know you, but, you know, listening to you on the radio, you'll definitely find somebody.
No, you won't.
Some guy will pick you up.
Yeah, no.
Some guy will go out with you.
This guy also
Hey, Howard.
thinks Cindy Crawford is smart.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, have you spoken to your buddy Dee Snider lately?
No, I haven't. I saw him.
Dude, he's in Richmond doing a radio station.
I know. He's trying to get his career together, that's all.
You know, they throw you out of Richmond,
Well, what can I tell you?
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper to hire him. All right, thanks, dude.
35% cheaper.
Right. Hey, let's go to Big Mag.
You know, she has a side of the story, though. You know, we're only hearing Gary.
Well, you want to hear? I'll tell you what happened.
I know her side of the story. She wasn't into Gary. Case closed. Big deal.
But you don't know why she wasn't into Gary. Maybe Gary did something.
I did do something.
Yeah.
I did do something. I listen, you know.
What did you do?
Well, I had an affair with a woman for...
Oh, why'd you say that? You wacko.
Wait a minute.
How do you leave that out of the story?
Well, I mean, you didn't ask.
Thank God for me.
Well, she has every right to leave.
I know. I'm not saying she doesn't.
What are you so upset about?
You're saying she doesn't realize now.
Well,
Dude.
it was 2 years
All right, you know what? I had enough of you.
Really?
She should get 65%.
We thought you were being taken.
You know what? She's being real reasonable.
Oh, I know. I know she is. I mean, we're doing it very cool. I mean, we're
So stop
we're
your
still
whining.
friends. I mean,
Big Mag, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
This guy's a poor sap here.
Hey,
Howard,
now.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Marry F. Kill. Howard,
Yeah.
marry F. Kill. Robin, Beth, or your ex-wife?
Oh, come on. I ain't going there. I ain't going there.
Come on, why not?
No, I don't want to. I don't have to.
That's a good one.
I'm not doing it.
It's a tough
What is it, Gary?
It's just, it's just sort of funny because Gary's a great guy, and I talk to him all the time, and he's been telling everyone the story, and when he tells it to me, it's like, man, I'm really bummed out, my wife's leaving. He never told me that other part.
Yeah.
That whole other part he left out. It just sounded like...
It just suddenly occurred to me, she has a side, too.
Gary's like 180.
it was 2 years ago.
Hey,
Yeah.
you never get over that.
If your wife did somebody 2 years ago, you'd still be bummed today, wouldn't you? If you were together?
Well, I don't know.
Where'd you find someone to have an affair with?
I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you take me out in Vegas?
I mean, was it an affair, or was it just like a one-time
It
indiscretion?
was a one-time thing, and
how'd she find out?
I felt so bad about it that after I did it, I just like started crying and I split.
Whoa, wait a second. You banged a one-nighter and you went and told your wife?
Well, this chick, let's put it this way, Howard. You want to hear the whole story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. What happened is, I did it, okay? Then this chick said that she was pregnant.
Okay. From a one-nighter?
Yeah, hold on, yeah.
It
She
only
said she
takes
was
one
pregnant,
night.
right?
Okay.
Then I'm like freaking out. She's trying to extort like $5,000 from me.
Jesus.
Okay, hold on.
This guy has no money.
He's a numbskull, though.
Too
Hold on.
funny.
Then I said, screw you. You're not pregnant. Blah blah blah. Then I get in the mail that a pregnancy test that she faked. She faked a pregnancy test.
You poor bastard.
Everyone's smarter than Gary.
Everybody's after Gary.
The Gary Fortune. You think he's Michael Jordan?
Hey, Gary, when you had this indiscretion, being married and everything, did it never dawn on you to wear a condom or anything?
I tell you, Gary, just one day I just sort of snapped. It was just one of those things that I didn't really even think about, and then all of a sudden it just...
Yeah.
Did you at least pull out? I mean, you just like...
He snapped, huh?
I mean,
You sound like you're wound a little too tight.
I mean, I wouldn't have sex with a woman like that if I was single.
was it right after you did the O.J. interviews?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was on the edge.
Yeah, it was there's a lot of crap happened. I mean, it was...
O.J.'s at home laughing at Gary Garver.
But, Gary, so what happened? After this whole thing and the letter started coming, you finally felt guilty and you told your wife?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, after she said she was pregnant, what was I going to do?
Oof.
And
That must have been a nice conversation.
You know what you do? You sit tight.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
pull
know,
OJ.
I mean, I just wanted to be honest, man. I couldn't live with myself with that hanging over.
Can I tell you something? Learn to live with the dishonesty.
Look at what you're living through now.
Yeah.
Well, it's never going to happen again. I mean,
Till you see some kid running around.
I completely screwed up.
Till you see some kid running around calling you daddy, you didn't get her pregnant.
No, I know.
Yeah, write this off.
See, you know what? I mean, I've read about this in books and stuff. You telling her
It's a loss.
relieves your guilt, but it really didn't do anything for her.
Yeah, right.
Bums her out completely.
See, if you want to read my book, it's like shut your mouth.
That's why she left. I mean, 2 years later.
Yeah,
the only shock is, like I said,
Well, dude, don't walk around acting like you're all innocent and everything, like she just got up and left you.
I'm not.
You left it out.
Acting like you were the wrong party here.
You're doing
I'm
it
just
wrong.
Listen, I'm bummed out because of what I did. I'm bummed out. I'm bummed out because of what I did.
Yeah, it cost you your marriage, right?
You ruined your marriage.
I'm completely. If it was, it'd be a lot easier. She just left and walked out and I had no guilt. But, you know, because of what I did, I have complete guilt. I've lost my wife. She's with another man. I'm by myself, and I'm selling my place.
Jesus. Hey, Howard, how does a one-night stand get his home address and stuff?
Exactly.
I don't know.
She worked at the station.
Dude, you never do that.
You made every mistake humanly possible.
You don't do chicks who are at work with you.
I know.
That's why I don't bang Robin.
There you go.
Gary, punch yourself in the face right now.
I did. I have been.
Do it right now.
I love how every guy in the room didn't even think about asking for her side.
I know.
Yeah, we were like, man, she's really bad.
Yeah, what a bitch.
Yeah, everybody's ready to string her up.
No, she's not a bitch. I mean, she's a cool
She's not.
bitch.
She's way cool.
You're the bitch.
You're the bitch.
Yeah, or as she like to call me, I'm the a-hole.
Yeah, she had that right.
Ooh.
I wish she was on the phone.
Yeah.
You want to get her on the phone? She'll get on the phone with you.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hold on, all right? I got to take a commercial break.
Wow.
After this call, she's going to want 80% of the company.
Shut up, John. Hey, I've signed the papers today. Shut up.
Man. All right, hold on.
She'll go on the
Getting
phone
off
with you.
easy.
Hold on.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention I cheated.
I did have an affair.
Yeah.
One time I lit her on fire.
The girl tried to extort $5,000 from me.
Told me she was pregnant with a fake pregnancy
I like
test.
this, and this girl must be a rocket scientist because she wants $5,000 to raise the kid.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Gotta send my kid to a good school. I want 5,000.
With $5,000, I can retire from this job.
Okay, here
Be a full-time mom.
Yeah. I'm like amazed that she was willing to let him off for $5,000 with the pregnancy. Wouldn't you be a little suspicious?
Wouldn't you just throw the money at her and make her go away?
Well, wouldn't you be a little suspicious if a girl says she was knocked up and she wants $5,000?
Absolutely.
But Johnny, she took the time and made a fake pregnancy test? What the hell is that?
But instead, Gary caved and told his wife.
First of all, what did he say in crayon? It said, I'm pregnant.
Yeah, I'd sit there and go, wait a second. She only wants $5,000. Maybe I should sit tight on this one. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Gary's wife, hopefully. That'll be great. We'll be back right after these words. In the news today, the big front page story on both newspapers in New York is that Michael Jordan and his wife are finally getting a divorce. I say finally because the reports for years about him being a cheater.
Wasn't he taking off from basketball to spend more time with his family?
That's probably what did it.
Yeah, that lasted.
Now that he's getting a divorce, he said, I better get back to basketball and meet some chicks. So, anyway, he's leaving his wife.
That's got to be a great way to meet chicks, being in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's a good
please.
rap.
I'll tell you, I go to those Knick games now, and the Knick City dancers are very cute.
Is that right?
When they come out dancing, you feel kind of like guilty looking at them. They're staring you right in the face, and you're like, you're looking at them. They wear tight little outfits.
Yeah, you're supposed to look at them.
I know.
Isn't that the whole idea?
Yeah.
You just feel funny.
They're hot.
You know, you want to be above it all.
When they can look back, it feels.
Yeah, it feels funny. It feels funny when they look back. Then they got the Knick City kids.
What's that?
The kids who come out and dance, but a lot of the boys look,
It's boys?
They're hot.
No son of mine's going to be doing that if I ever had a son.
No, that whole male cheerleader thing.
Oh, my God. They have these boys. Some of them look about 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah.
And their uniforms don't fit them. They're a little short on them. And
They're in short shorts?
no, they're in, like, pants, but they're high waters because the pants don't fit right. And they're
what
dancing.
is that, man? That's ridiculous.
And they're doing, like, solid gold dancing.
Right.
Yeah, I feel bad for these kids. If I was a dad, I'd say, hey, son,
No way.
this is something you shouldn't be doing.
No way.
If that's the only thing you can do as an extracurricular activity, don't have one.
I'd rather have my kids smoke.
Yeah, Chris Rock said to me, my son ain't going to be doing that.
Ain't no way.
That ain't my boy.
My son ain't look like a gay kid.
But those games are great. I'd like to see Michael Jordan play, boy. That must be something.
Hey, you should go. He's probably going to be coming soon.
Yeah, it should be any time now.
Yeah.
Yeah. See the new divorced Michael Jordan.
He's probably happy as hell, man. He'll be single.
No wonder there's so much bounce in his step.
Yeah. Well, Juanita is great. She never stepped on any basketball court, but she's going to make half his money.
She's going to make some basketball money.
She did an underwear commercial with him once, so that's,
There you go.
That's work.
Mariah is on Cribs tomorrow night. What's this about?
Yes.
Yeah, you watched Cribs this weekend? They had like a whole recap of every episode, and they were giving a preview of the one Wednesday night. And they're showing her joint in Manhattan.
Yeah, it's a new season of Cribs. And Mariah seems to always, you always talk about how she wants to be naked?
Yeah.
Well, she's walking around her apartment in the promo anyway, in like a nightgown. And then she gets into the bathtub.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks like a total psycho.
I don't mean, yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know if it's because we read that she had like a breakdown, but I mean, does anyone tell her that, like, her body is a little chunky?
It is, and she's constantly trying to give you that whole sexy thing.
I know, like, lighten up on that.
She seems nuttier.
She really does.
She was on Ally McBeal last night.
How was that? How'd that go?
Yeah, she was all right, but, I mean, her face looked a little chubby.
You know what's weird? Like, it's like she had this weird breakdown thing. Before the breakdown, you couldn't find her all that much. You know, she had a career going. Now she's on everything.
She's everywhere.
She's opening up her apartment.
Show how psycho she is.
Yeah, I mean, she's trying to show how normal she is, but it looks psycho. She's frantically doing everything. She's entertaining the troops. She's on Letterman. She's on Cribs.
Right.
You know her label's trying to buy her out of a contract.
No, boy, things are falling apart for her.
Yeah, that's a wild rumor.
No, I heard it from her. But anyway, Howard, the other thing is, I just read in the paper yesterday that she lost all her weight. She went on some crazy diet.
Now, how did she lose all her weight?
She's on some, like, diet, and they said she looked great. It was in the paper
Funny
yesterday.
you say it's a crazy diet.
Yeah. She won't balloon back up.
Yeah. Crazy girl, crazy diet.
All right, so that's, what time is that on MTV? I want to see that.
I think it's on at 10.
All right.
And there's a whole new season of Diary, MTV Diary coming up.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
I've seen the DMX Diary 3 times already. That guy's insane.
That's the guy with the real, like, that's like the yo-go.
My niggas. Yeah, my niggas. My niggas. Up in here.
Hey, Howard, you should get your show on Cribs.
Don't think so.
You should get your house on Cribs.
No, I'll pass on that.
The weird thing about Cribs is that everybody says, thank you, Cribs, for coming to my house at the end of the
Thank you,
whole
Cribs.
Yeah.
Shouldn't Cribs be thanking you?
Thank you, Cribs.
Well, I understand, like, the black rap guys who are, who rent houses and they're just, like, showing it off, but I don't even get that, but Mariah Carey showing off her apartment?
What's she doing?
What is she doing?
She's out of her mind.
She actually paid for that apartment. What?
Hey, Howard, you saw the DMX Diary, right?
Yeah.
How funny? Did you see his wife?
No, they didn't show the...
No, they did. You must have missed it.
Is she hot?
No, she's huge. She's got to be 350, at least 350.
Really? Because he was talking about how he respects his wife and stuff.
They have clips of him arguing with her.
Dude, that ain't his wife. That's some woman in his support
that's like
team.
his sister or something.
Yeah, that's not his wife. No, you don't know how to watch television. That's not his wife.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
That's not his wife. Anyway, so DMX is a weird guy, man, because we booked him on the show about 7 times, and each time he never shows up.
Never shows.
And then he's shooting a rock video for MTV.
Yeah.
And he's just like, man, I don't want to do this. And, like, the assistant director is so afraid of him. He's like, X. He calls him X. He goes, he's a Chinese guy, a little Chinese guy. All those assistant directors are little Chinese guys. He goes, X, listen, we need you just to do one final shot. Yeah. Go up against the green screen, sit in a car, and can you give us 4 more takes?
We just got to beg him.
And he's like, man, 4 takes? I ain't got no 4 takes in me.
You do it your damn self, Charlie Chan.
Yeah, he goes, I don't have no 4 takes in me. This is for his own video. He goes, X, talk to me. How many takes do you think you got here? I don't have any takes in me.
Got no takes.
So the guy goes, listen, X, I got to, how about 1 take? He goes, all right, 1 take. He does it in 1 take, and then they go... And then they all start applauding. DMX is wrapped. That video is wrapped. And he goes, thank y'all. And he leaves. Then he's like, I don't know. Then he's like sitting in his car waving an American flag because of the September 11th. I mean, he's just all over the place.
Where's my niggas?
See, you got to watch these diaries.
Oh, they're great.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, the Britney Spears one's good, and the Pink one is good, too.
When are they on, though?
Pink's parents are fight. Like, I don't know.
How are Pink's parents?
Pink's parents are weird. They're not married anymore. The dad was a Vietnam vet. The mom, I don't know. She kicked her out of the house when she was 15.
Yeah.
And now for the special, she's driving the 2 of them around, and they're, I don't know.
They're still arguing.
No, they were not. But she loves them. I'm like, if my mom kicked me out when I was 15, I don't know how much love I'd have.
I wouldn't have much love.
And when I come back, I do want to play Stuttering John with Booker T of the WWF, because Stuttering John gets into a weird thing with him.
How would you even know that you were on Booker T's list?
Oh, yeah, believe me.
You'll know.
You'll know.
All right, well, and I'll get to all the phone calls, and you'll see. We'll be back right after this. You know, I'm reading all these obituaries for George Harrison. You know, the Rolling Stone did an entire magazine, almost, a supplement about George Harrison, the life and death of George Harrison. Remarkable guy. But the thing is, every time I read about this, it's so crazy. Well, every once in a while, he'd get it together to do live shows, and he'd go on tour after the Beatles. And, like, if Ringo was going to appear with him somewhere, he was always nervous. Everyone was going to think it was a Beatles reunion.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is he so nervous about? What do you care? We'll figure out whether it's a Beatles reunion or not. Believe me, without John and Paul, it ain't no Beatles.
We know that George and Ringo don't make a Beatles reunion.
And George was a lot weirder than I knew. That the other two Beatles, John and Paul, were much older than George.
Yeah.
And John used to call him a groupie because George would just hang around everywhere they went, and he got nervous. The guy was, like, stalking him. He was the original groupie.
And he got into the band?
He got into the band, but, I mean, they were just trying to get rid of him in the worst way, and he wouldn't give up. And he was so insecure, he once got sick when the Beatles were going on Ed Sullivan. He played anyway. He was so ill, he couldn't even get out of bed, but he got his ass out of bed.
Sort of reminds me of Stuttering.
I was going
right. Honest to God. Lisa, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi, Howard. How are you?
Okay, baby.
I want to say happy birthday. We both have the same birthday. That is awesome.
I tell you something. I'm having a hard time with it.
Well, I'm going to be 27, so
yeah, well, you're in a lot
I'm
better
still
place.
enjoying it.
I'm going to be 48 friggin' years old, and I keep staring at my
great,
face.
though. You know what? You still got a great ass, so it's all good. But I think that is slamming that we both have the same birthday.
I thank you. She's not going to let me get a word in.
No, she's not there for a conversation.
No, she just wants to let me know we have the same birthday. More embarrassing, I have the same birthday as Rush Limbaugh. Of all people.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, my God.
Rush Limbaugh. Today's Dr. Lou Weinstein's birthday. Happy birthday, Lou.
Hey, so here's a shout-out to Dr. Lou.
Dr. Lou out there on Long Island, waiting to get a hold of you and give you some of that laser surgery.
He's 48, too, right?
Yeah.
I hate to bring this subject
Good eye surgeon, yeah?
I hate to bring this subject up again, but it's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday.
Today?
Somebody will call in.
Today is her birthday. Happy birthday, sis.
We're not doing birthday announcements, are we?
Sorry.
All right, thank you. Artie, you didn't join this show to do birthday announcements,
No, I did not. I just heard a couple of them, and
Hey, you're doing your best friend. Why can't he do his sister?
How old is your sister?
Today she's 32.
Nice. A little old for me, but...
What are you having a problem with?
Well, I don't like I mean, of course you don't. The alternative to getting older is being dead. So
right.
That I don't like.
You could die young and stay that way forever.
I just don't like to watch myself age. I don't like these lines in my face right here. I have my skin's pretty good. I'm not wrinkly like an Imus or something. Imus is like 20 years older than me.
Right. Yeah.
But I got these laugh lines I don't like. They're getting more prominent.
Uh-oh.
Don't you think?
Yeah, but what that's character.
No, it's not. I don't want to be a character.
You don't want to have character.
I mean, I got enough problems. I don't want to deal with laugh lines getting deeper.
So what are you going to do?
Maybe I'll shoot some rat poison in there.
Botox. No. Botox is not what you want. You want collagen.
Yeah, maybe I'll get that.
Yeah, I mean, look at Cher's face. I mean,
you know what I've been doing? I haven't been laughing anymore.
You stopped.
I stopped laughing.
You know what I've been doing, Howard? I've been putting on this Clinique stuff that you put under your eyes to, like,
Dude, you know what I don't understand about you?
What?
Why do you do that? I mean, your whole body is out of shape. You look 10 years older than you are.
I'm trying to combat it now.
Why would you combat, like, underneath your eyes when you don't care about your belly or your boobs or your ass? I mean, you don't care about anything.
There's a lot more than you need than a couple of dabs on
you got double chins. I mean, what are you doing? Why worry about underneath your eyes?
Because I just heard that if you start doing stuff early, like you don't have a bad face yet.
Yeah, I know. My eyes look good, right?
Yeah, so really, you should start doing stuff now, like putting some cosmetics up on you now. That doesn't work. Like anti-wrinkle cream.
Nah,
and
you know what it is?
How come all these people who are running around looking so old with all this cosmetic cream that's supposed
Wait a second, Cher looks great.
No, she doesn't. Let me tell you something.
Joan Rivers?
No, let me tell you something.
Joan Rivers.
I am blessed with incredible genetics. I mean, not the way I look. I'm talking about aging. I got a full head of dark hair. I got a couple of gray hairs. Not many. Right?
Yes.
I got a full head of dark hair. This all comes from my grandpa, Sal. I'm telling you, my mother's father, who I look identical to. The guy had jet black hair till he was 80-something years old. He didn't look like a complete wreck till he hit about 70.
He just fell apart all at once.
Yeah. That's probably what's going to happen to me.
That is great, though. You'll probably last that long, too, with it. You know?
My eyes and stuff, my skin looks pretty good for a guy 48. I got friends who were 48. They look like they're 80. Right?
Yeah, no, I've seen plenty of guys who look much worse than you.
Yeah. It's true.
Me and John look like we're 40.
Yeah.
But go on.
Well, you know what it is,
the
Howard?
problem is that you're saying everything's fine.
Because, I go to the gym, I work out, I realize if I was in my 20s, my body would respond better. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's you're fighting a losing battle.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I look in, like the National Enquirer had pictures of Clint Eastwood, who was the best-looking guy around. You look at him now, you're like, oh, man.
Yeah, but he's 80.
Yeah. But see, Howard,
so what? We're on the way, bro.
You don't drink that much, and I attribute a lot of your good skin to not drinking.
Nothing
you start
to do with
drinking and smoking, that's when it starts screwing
you. It's all genetics. All genetics.
Genetics.
But you didn't do anything to hurt it. You didn't test your genetics.
Yeah.
Right. I've been testing them lately, though.
It's fun to test them.
Yeah.
But, but as far as the laugh lines go, you could just Botox that, right, Robin?
Botox?
Botox them.
Do you think I should?
I don't know that Botox is what you want. I think you want collagen.
Oh, yeah, collagen.
See, look at that. Hey?
Yeah, I would do it. Why not? Who cares? I mean...
Because that's what chicks do.
No, they say that if you do it now, it's better. Because when you're 60...
No, that's facelift.
That's a facelift.
I ain't doing that. Because you ever see these... Like, look at Imus's facelift. I was laying in Mexico.
He has a facelift?
Oh, my God, Robin.
I don't look at him, really.
Oh, my God. This guy... I'm laying there in Mexico in my bed, trying to relax, right? Trying to just unwind. I'm about to fall asleep. I'm clicking through the channels. I put on MSNBC. Tim Russert is interviewing Imus because he's got some sort of hard-on for Imus.
What's wrong with him?
It's always the same dumb interview. I don't even know what he's saying. I'm looking at this guy. He wears a cowboy hat now to hide the hair. His hair got really bad, and a scarf to hide his neck.
Scarf around the turkey neck.
Yeah, but he pulled.
He looks like a bandit. You know how the cowboys used to run around and they'd have the kerchief so they could pull it up over their face?
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to rob you.
I'm going to fool you.
I'll rob you, dirtbag.
See, he waited too long to start doing play.
Howdy, partner. So he's got the skin pulled back now. And it's just frightening. It looks like a mask. His skin is horrible.
He does look horrendous, man.
Does he have skin cancer or something?
Oh, I hope. No, I'm only kidding.
I do, too.
How old is he? Imus.
Older than he says.
Is he over 60?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, please. Come on. He was over 60 when we worked at NBC.
He's 98 years old.
Charge him, my best friend. Sure.
You know who I saw last night who's still holding up incredibly? Phoebe Cates.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
She looks great.
How old is she?
She's got to be. I mean, what? She was like, 40 something. I'm telling you, man, the girl hasn't aged.
Where'd you see her?
I was at that National Board Review last night and trying to do interviews, and she was with Kevin Kline, who looks, his hair's gray. I mean, he still looks good, but he's gray in hair and stuff. But Phoebe Cates,
you know what? She might
jet black hair, still looks as cute as ever. Body still in good shape.
Whatever happened to Jenny McCarthy? She married that guy and then she disappeared. She was so hot.
I think she doesn't have to work.
She's hosting something coming up, right? Like the American Music Awards.
Is she?
Yeah, her and Puff Daddy are co-hosting.
I saw Hugh Jackman there with his girlfriend or wife.
It's his wife. Is she good looking?
Dude,
Not really,
can I make a prediction?
Yeah.
I give it a year.
Yeah.
You know what? Hugh Jackman is like a real good looking guy because I see girls react to him. He was in the X-Men.
Yeah.
And this guy was on Rosie O'Donnell doing interviews. I guess for Kate and Leopold. And he's talking about his wife and how great she is, and he's so in love, and he sends a huge amount of flowers to her every day. I turn to my girlfriend and go, that guy will be divorced in a year.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who looks like he's walking around with his mother.
He's trying too hard on TV to talk about how great his wife is.
The over-under's a year, I think.
Yeah. I saw a picture of her. I would agree with that.
It's a distraction so that he can get the papers in order.
Yeah.
He didn't know he was going to be a big success.
No, he didn't. Yeah.
It's all a ruse.
It's all a ruse.
But a guy like that could probably, what happened there?
And he's like the religious type, he's, oh my God.
You know who's the hottest woman on the planet I saw last night?
Gary Garver's ex-wife.
Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Dude.
She want to know something? She went down 20 notches because she's such a kook.
Yeah, but you know what, man? I heard the sex scene in this new movie she did. Like, I went on MrSkin.com to just look at the pictures. Yeah. She looks unbelievable. And then I heard the actual sex scene is incredible. She really...
But it's with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, but so what? And Howard, she's perfect.
How does Billy Bob Thornton have a career in movies?
I don't know. This is a fluke.
Yeah.
He was there last night.
I like Halle Berry's incredibly good-looking husband, the one that she walks around who looks...
Yeah, he was there.
He's as good-looking as her, and he's got the dreads, and every dread is in place.
Yep.
And he's got, like... He was on Entertainment Tonight tonight showing his personal dresser and how he gets his look.
But who is he?
I don't know. And he's supposedly a singer. Nobody's ever heard of the guy.
He's like a jazz guy or something.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, he is.
Not even.
Like a guitar or something?
He's a ukulele man. She's annoying. We got to do some news for you. Maybe I got to take a break first. I don't know. Do we? Yeah. Okay. Let me take the break. Tomorrow, Dick Clark's calling in or coming in?
He must be calling.
Yeah. I don't think they let him out of his crypt.
He's still behind that bulletproof glass.
That scumbag behind that glass.
Dick Clark's calling in. I want to ask him what's going on. Supposedly, he says his American Music Awards are being sabotaged by the Grammys.
There's a war.
I'm like, I doubt it.
You know what? You should ask Dick Clark what you should do with your face.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
He's good.
Although he finally...
Say, why did you kill yourself? Cut your head off.
He finally hit the wall, though, a little bit. I mean, finally you could tell.
I think he just got work done again, though.
Oh, really? Again. You know, look at last night, John Voight still looks halfway decent.
You think?
Yeah, and he's got to be well over 60. Robin,
John Voight was a really good-looking guy.
No, it looks like he got something done.
Yeah, he's very pulled back.
Yeah,
because Al Pacino looks odd.
Oh, God, he looks like a woman.
There's something weird going on with him.
You got to be real careful with that facelift stuff because you can end up looking like a chick.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bruce Jenner.
Well, he's insane.
News.
I'm not saying John Voight got anything done, but I saw him like...
No, he did.
I saw him 2 years ago, and he had like the turkey thing going. Now, all gone. He looks fine.
John Voight... you see, I have no desire to see John Voight in that movie Ali, where the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is Muhammad Ali. That's hard to swallow. And then the other thing is they take John Voight and they put all that like makeup crap on him so that he's Howard Cosell. And it's, you know what, you look at the guy and you go, that's not Howard Cosell, that's John Voight with a lot of makeup. It's just too hard to, suspend disbelief.
It almost looks like Howdy Doody, there's so much makeup.
Yeah, it's like looking at a puppet. Just be John Voight and pretend you're Howard Cosell.
That's acting.
Yeah, don't put all kinds of makeup and prosthetics on.
Unless you're playing an ape, you don't need that much makeup.
Can they just cast somebody that actually looks a little like Howard Cosell?
Even Planet of the Apes, I can't. You just see, hey, there's someone in an ape costume, and like, why haven't they figured out how to make the mouth more pliable? I can't understand anything anyone's saying. I remember the original Planet of the Apes, they were like, yes, we must invade Earth. If we are ever going to be treated with respect by these humans, we must Cornelius. And even in the new Planet of the Apes, they weren't that much better.
They were terrible.
They weren't.
Bring me the spaceman.
Yeah, right.
That's why I hate those, British films. Like, you never understand a word they're saying.
I hate British films. I won't even watch that one by Madonna's husband.
Oh, the guy. Oh, those are really impossible to understand. Yeah.
I won't watch it.
That was good, though.
I don't care.
Very good, but you can't understand them.
I can't. You know what? I started watching Billy Elliot, the one about the young boy who's a ballet dancer.
Yes.
I gave up. I said, I don't have to struggle this much.
You need subtitles.
Well, I saw that play Noises Off on Saturday night, but it's with Peter Gallagher and Patti LuPone, and they're speaking British. Can't understand a word they're saying.
Yeah, I don't care. And I'm supposed to get...
they're Americans.
Yeah, they're Americans.
I'm supposed to get used to the accent. Well, it's a new thing, like in Hollywood. Every actor, because most of them can't really act, so they whisper.
Right.
And because of the advanced technology in Hollywood, that they have these little boom microphones that can actually pick up anything, actors are talking in whispers more and more.
Softer?
I go to these movies. I say, well, what, I need a goddamn hearing aid? Oh, who am I, Rush Limbaugh?
Well, I always thought something was wrong with my hearing when I started watching those Marlon Brando movies. Yeah. Because he mumbled all the time.
Because if you mumble and talk soft, it kind of disguises that you can't act. I watched this show, Felicity, okay? Granted, it's not the greatest,
Are they mumbling on Felicity?
What is this one guy drives me crazy? This kid, Scott Speedman.
Yeah.
He can't act. He just whispers. He's in a scene. He's like this. Felicity, I love you. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. And everyone else, all the other actors are like talking, I see in a regular voice.
Yeah.
But when they do a scene with him, they start whispering.
Yeah. You ever try watching The West Wing? You can't understand a word they're saying.
They whisper because they think that's acting. It's not acting.
Well, they're also afraid of overacting.
I get it. Exactly. They want to be subtle. But you know what?
Everybody's pulling it back and pulling it back.
Yeah, in your real life, you don't whisper them. The guy's father's dying. He hates his father. He goes to see him in the hospital. He goes, I don't know, Dad. I don't know what you're doing. And this kid, I just want to say to this kid, you know what you ought to do? You ought to speak up.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't speak up. And I sit there. I'm a Felicity watcher. I'm going, they got to subtitle this kid. Scott Speedman. And the director, I guess, is afraid to say to this guy, I don't know who he is.
Speak up.
Speedman, speak up. I can't hear anything.
You know what's killing his father? Trying to hear him.
You know, and the same facial expression. He always looks upset. He's like, Felicity, I love you, but it's just hard. It's just hard. I got this big test coming up, a college test. It's like, what is this guy saying? And then Felicity gets caught up, and she's like, I love you, too. I love you very
Now you
much.
can't hear it all.
Both of them are whispering. And a lot of these movies you go to now, the directors shoot the movies very dark because they think that, oh, it's a night scene. I really want it to be pitch black. Well, douchebag, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
See, now I don't think you should go see Lord of the Rings because that one guy...
It's dark.
Yeah, and it's dark, and that one... Ian McKellen, whatever, you can't understand a word the guy says.
You gotta understand. The ultimate movie is going to be no sound and no image on the screen. And I'm going to make this movie.
Silent and dark.
This is going to be the greatest movie ever. It's going to be so subtle, no one will go see it.
Oh, I hate when people try to pretend to be so artsy, like they love those English movies. Oh, I love them, it's so great. Then you go, dude, you can't understand
You
this
didn't
either.
love that.
Well, you know what it is? It's one thing to be artsy in Shakespeare in Love. It's another thing to be artsy in Felicity.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Just talk up.
Point.
You're not really an actor. I hate to break the news to you. Stop trying to act.
You're there because you're good looking.
Yeah. Recite the lines, stupid.
The other thing is nobody wants to move their lips.
Yeah. Like this. Like nobody moves their lips. Who are you, Senya Wences?
Yeah, what are you, Ben
Jerry Mahoney? The other guys, they all talk up on the show, not him. He must be taking acting lessons.
It looks cool.
Somebody's fixed him.
Yeah, well, he got to get a little range going.
Some colors.
He thinks he's Marlon Brando.
Imagine him in a play. What would happen?
I'll tell you, back in the 60s, Bewitched, great show. Everybody spoke up. Dick York.
You could hear everybody very clearly.
Yeah, and it was funny.
Right. Yeah, no trouble hearing Gleason on the honeymoon. That's for sure.
Because they had no microphones. You had to yell. When TV was first invented, a lot of people don't notice, the actors would yell out their window. So you get the sound over your window, and then you'd watch the picture.
Yeah. It's like a play.
Picture came first.
I tell you, Jimmy Walker didn't whisper. Dynamite. Dynamite.
No subtlety there.
If he'd been working now, he'd be like this. Dynamite. Dynamite. All right, we got to take a break. We're going to come back and do the news for you. Fear Factor beats Millionaire. They had a 7-3. Fear Factor had a 7-7. Boy, Millionaire lost its shine.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Well, guess who just resigned from ABC? A guy named Stu Bloomberg, who was the president of programming. He's taken the fall for doing the ridiculous programming move of 4 nights a week. I got to admit, doing business with Stu is a little difficult, so I'm kind of glad he's gone. I mean, with my production company, I deal with these guys, and I don't get the feeling he was all that high on some of my projects.
Well, maybe you ought to be glad.
Yeah. I'm getting into bed with Les Moonves on a project.
Is it finally happening?
Well, I don't know where it is. My agent takes care of that, but we're supposed to be doing something together, so I just hope he just is honorable. So all these guys, you got to watch him like a hawk. I like the guy I deal with over at FX on Son of the Beach. By the way, today, Son of the Beach starts shooting new episodes.
Oh, good.
Today is our first day of shooting. And we got a new hot chick on there.
I think they were running a block of
Son of the Beach.
From the beginning to, I guess maybe for the people who are just new to FX, which joined digital cable or cable here in New York.
Yeah.
So they were running the first episodes of Son of the Beach.
I was talking to Gilbert. We did an episode with him a year ago about Osama bin Laden. Mm-hmm. And Gilbert said, are they running that episode? And I said, I hope so. And he said, yeah, me too. He goes, we're sitting there and goofing on Osama bin Laden, making fun of him, and I don't think it would be inappropriate. I said, I don't either. So I believe at first they weren't going to run that episode, but I hope they are now.
Did you really hear something? Or
I had heard after 9/11 they actually weren't going to run that episode, and I was kind of laughing at that because I thought it was actually a good way to make fun of Osama bin Laden.
We don't want to offend Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, I mean, let's offend the guy. We don't like him. Let's teach young kids that he's bad.
So they don't our minds completely.
So they don't identify with him and start going into the sides of buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe if more people watched the episode at that time, it could have avoided it.
Artie, please.
Prevented it. I mean, come on.
Think about it.
Let's get into it.
Why not? Make fun of the guy.
You're making fun of a guy? Let's watch this
I'm
guy.
serious about it. By the way, FX runs a show. So does Fox. This is the first time I think they ever did this. It's called 24 with Kiefer Sutherland.
I love that show.
I'm watching it. I love it. I don't think it's doing well in the ratings.
I don't think so either. It'd be a shame if it got canceled.
And they're playing it on 50 different stations. You know that, trying to find an audience for it.
Maybe that waters it down when you can find it on 50 different stations. It's kind of like our show if you can find it on 50 different stations.
I don't know. I said, they originally started it on Fox, and I don't think they were finding an audience there, so they started showing it on FX.
I think it's
something
still on
else.
Fox.
If something runs all day, it gets a little old.
They've been showing it 2 nights a week on Fox.
Yeah. Well, I watch it on FX, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And love that show, 24. Check it out. Kiefer Sutherland's a good actor.
Even though Kiefer Sutherland is in it, it's good.
Yeah. He's great.
In spite of him.
Why are you saying that?
No, he doesn't have the greatest reputation, but
Really?
he's good in it.
Good actor.
Yeah.
Okay, Fear Factor at a 7.7, Millionaire 7.3. Boston Public on Fox beats it with a 7.8, beats Fear Factor. Whatever Boston Public is, yeah?
That's that David Kelly show about schools.
Seventh Heaven has a 4.3. Hughley's has a 3.2. Yeah, so Fear Factor came in third for the night. That was a good show.
Oh, I loved it.
Second half hour goes up, though. Goes to a 9.1.
Yeah, I think people don't realize it's back.
Yeah. So we got Millionaire on for an hour. I didn't realize that.
It was always an hour.
Was it?
Yeah. But they've got something new coming on ABC. The Chair, they're now saying.
What's that?
I don't know. They won't tell you any more than, that your blood pressure goes up when you're in the chair.
Sure it does.
That's the promo.
Yeah. The networks haven't learned that we're not idiots.
Whoopi Goldberg has decided once again she can host the Academy Awards.
I don't like when she hosts. I got to be honest. I like Whoopi. I think she's a good actress, but I don't know. Hollywood Squares. She gets on the Academy Awards. I don't know what she's talking about. She's not funny. She's really not a stand-up comic. She's not funny. Get somebody funny in there.
She just says crazy things.
Yeah.
Just like not even jokes, just like nutsy.
Yeah, and she's all brave or something.
Right.
It's not funny.
Well, it's like, why would they let Whoopi do this? She might get crazy.
Right.
And get a good-looking broad up there next to her. Stand next to her.
Paul is on.
Yeah, somebody.
Well, it's funny. Whoopi does costume changes during the show. Nobody cares.
Tons. They're like intricate, too.
I know. She comes out as Queen Elizabeth, a white woman.
She really is the Emperor's New Clothes. No one really thinks she's funny, but they are afraid to say it.
Do you like the thing Artie gave? I was thinking about that last night. The Neil Young, lithograph.
I love it, but I don't have anywhere to hang it.
I have a place in my house. If you
Artie gave me a Neil Young lithograph.
Is that right? That's wonderful.
It was very nice. Where am I going to hang that? A Hirschfeld.
Oh, very nice.
It's a great gift.
It's great, but where am I going to hang that?
I don't know.
Because it doesn't go with your apartment.
But it's not even a question of that. My apartment's full of pictures.
Yeah. Maybe like an office thing or something.
I don't have an office.
Oh, all right. I'll get you an office next year.
Let's go to Andy. Andy, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard. What's up, bro?
Then we'll talk about the American Music Awards. So.
All right, forget about that. Listen, I want to talk about how your party's on Saturday and Robin doesn't have the balls to say she might not show up.
Oh, no, I'm trying to work it out.
Shut up for a minute. Shut up for a minute. Every year, you used to make sure you threw something nice. You had a band come down and everything. What's the matter lately?
No. First of all, you're confused. You're confused. I got to defend her. Number one, this isn't a party. It's just a bunch of people getting together to hang because it turns out it's fun when we all hang out sometimes. We have a good time. It's
great.
Yeah,
so
but Howard,
not even.
Look at Artie. Artie, no matter what he had to do, he'd be there because he likes the show. He loves it. Lately, everybody's just like, you know what? I don't know. Mr. X is going to bang me back to my native land. I don't know what's going on. Now all of a sudden, nobody wants to show up.
Well,
I'd be the first one there. I should be invited.
Listen to me.
Now his agenda comes out.
Yeah, this is if people just want to, hang out who are friends. It's not about honoring my birthday. It's not like it's not a birthday party per se. It's just people getting together and drinking.
Yeah, but Howard, only Ralph the Fag would have a party without a TV set when the Jets are finally in the playoffs.
Ralph has a party with a cash bar.
Now, does that mean that we got to pay?
Yeah. We all have to pay.
Happy birthday.
It's not a birthday party. You know what it is? They picked a club.
It's just a get-together.
It's a get-together where everyone can go hang out. So I said, fine. I said, that'll be nice. I like to go do that. And
forget me. Is Fred going to be there? That's what you should be asking.
Oh, Fred won't go. And as far as, you going to go, Freddie? Hang out with all of us?
Yeah, I'd go.
Are you going, though?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Huh. Everyone's saying I look younger than you, Richie.
Oh, we'll have to watch the game?
No, well, I have an idea, because...
No, we're not going to the house.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm going to try and get, if I can get a TV there. Is it okay?
Do whatever you have to do. All right.
Okay.
Richie.
Yes.
All right, thank you for lying about your age.
Are you getting close to your birthday? You getting a little nervous?
No, I'm fine. Goodbye.
You should be. You look good.
You're the one who's nervous. You're lying about your age.
I'm not nervous.
All right, goodbye.
All right,
Nobody cares about you. Nobody knows who you are.
He's going to be 41.
I take this guy to the Knick game, spills beer all over the friggin' floor.
Nice.
I mean, right on the floor.
Where guys have to run.
Yeah. I said, don't you think you should clean that up? He goes, no.
Don't you think guys like Aerosmith and stuff is making it like some 48's not as old as it once was because they're like 65 still?
The only reason 48 isn't as old as it used to be is because I'm 48.
Did you see Cher?
Yeah.
Cher.
Oh, wait, on the American Music Awards? No.
She looked great.
Yeah, but don't you see?
She's got to be 60, right?
Yeah.
She looks great.
Oh, boy.
That's what Dick Clark said. I don't see it in pictures, but...
Yeah, and the pictures in the tablet.
And you know, she's honest. She says one thing about it, she goes, aging sucks.
She
horrible. I hate it. I love being young and pretty.
I mean, she can't smile anymore.
She's blacker than the blackest black person.
I wish I had a tape. Oh, here's a... I have some tape of her here.
Yo, what's
No,
up?
in that thing, yeah.
Do I have it? Yeah. Okay, I got it. Hold on a second. Give me a chance. I got to work this new technology. I was talking to my agent, and, I got this production company, and we're actually very busy with a bunch of things. So he says to me yesterday, we got to go out to California and do business. When's a good time for you to go? I said, how are we getting there? He goes, well, we got to take a plane. I go,
there's a couple of options.
I said, I ain't going.
Stop it.
I ain't going. I'm not getting on a commercial flight.
Really, you're that scared?
I'm
huh?
scared.
You see,
I'll admit it. I don't care. Hey, you want to know something?
You know what?
The terrorists have already won.
They have.
They have. They've won.
Because I'm flying for the first time to L.A. next week.
I'm shocked at you.
But I just haven't had to fly, But now I'm flying, so I'm kind of like, I'm a little apprehensive about it.
You know what, dude? You better hit the Percocet.
I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I have flown a number of times. I've had no problem.
For example, Robin, let's say, what would you say her stupidest moment of her career has been so far? Would you say it was having a huge picture of herself hanging in her dining room? Having a pool, not being able to swim.
That's pretty good.
Yelling at you one year for not personally getting her birthday present.
All right. No, forget it. Not even personally. It was at my wife.
Oh, that's
and I got it for her.
Personal?
Well, yeah, that's what. It didn't come from you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Or buying that stupid horse, Blaze.
And never riding it.
Now, if I miss something or if I don't have something, you go ahead.
think it's... Oh, the pool is at least good for other people. What was the other one?
Yelling at you for the birthday present, buying the horse, or having that huge picture of herself.
I think yelling at me for the birthday present. I got to go with that.
My opinion is buying a horse. Who the hell buys a horse? Unless you're in Kentucky.
Not only that, she's paying a lot of money for that horse still.
I love that horse.
Now she's paying even more and she doesn't even see it.
Right. All right, go ahead.
Okay, let's go, John. What do you feel his was? Going behind your back for that book deal?
That was bad. I was screaming about that the other day.
Gets you right in the gut, right?
Yeah.
Going to L.A. with you and getting busted by the pool, smoking pot.
That was the worst. There can't be anything worse than that.
Let him go.
There's two more. Getting married or having kids.
The pot by the pool. I was ready to hang him. and showing up with his wife and his nanny and his kid and his friends.
And all his friends.
Nothing's better than the guy at the Four Seasons comes over. I go, I want to sit by the pool. He goes, well, most of the chairs are taken up by Stuttering John, and we don't have a spot for you here.
No, I remember listening to that show, and then a guy came on the show from the hotel.
Yeah.
He's yelling at you.
Remember what was funny is he was sick when you guys got back from partying so much.
Yeah. It was a very intense trip for him. That was the worst.
We got Gary up next. Gary's stupidest moment was ranting about how much his cartoon cells would be worth so much money in the future.
That's funny.
Getting married
or making the video for his ex-girlfriend.
Making the video. But getting married is a close second. The guy had an incredible life. I mean, and he knows it now, too, and he won't admit it. He had it made. The guy was getting laid, going out partying every night. Oh, had his own apartment.
Howard,
At least we don't have that on tape.
The next best of you guys do, you have to play like a montage from like the beginning when you guys first got that call to the whole episode where you're playing the show and at the tape on the show. And
yeah, Gary, you play that.
You guys got to do it. I love that.
I never hold back for me on Best of. It's coming up.
The whole evolution, though. I love it.
Hey, so we're all, what?
The tape is the dumbest thing I ever did.
Now, getting married, because you know what? Listening to you about 10 minutes ago describe to me...
What did he say 10 minutes?
We're all getting together Saturday night at a club to, like, just celebrate my birthday or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Watching Gary's face as he's describing to me how 10 o'clock at night is too late for him on a Saturday night. Because he's got to be up early on Sunday because you know who won't let him sleep.
No, we're going somewhere.
Whatever.
I got to be out on Long Island at 10:30 on Sunday morning, but even so, you know what?
So you're out till noon? I mean, to midnight or 1?
Midnight or 1. If we get there at 10, we have to, you know, I live an hour out of the city. I'm the only one here that doesn't live in the city.
It's not true.
Well, who else does?
Robin.
Robin's not coming.
I didn't say it wasn't coming.
She said 10 o'clock.
Who's out on Long Island you got to visit Sunday?
It's my buddy, it's my buddy Frank.
He's
having a birthday party.
You got to be wide awake for that.
He's having a birthday party.
Well, his daughter is.
Oh, his daughter.
Oh, man. Oh, sorry, I can't live your life anymore, but that's what I do now.
Live my life. You're not living my life. You're not living any life. The guy goes, I can't go out Saturday.
I didn't say I couldn't go out. Because you know what?
Oh, what? Then why aren't you coming?
I'm going to watch the Jet game.
So what? What goes on after the Jet game?
The Jet game's on until like 11:15, and I want to watch it. Like, I want to watch it like...
Because why? You play for the Jets?
No.
Are you an alumni?
Like, you need to devise their next play?
Brother, when you watch Buffy, do you want to watch it alone and in peace?
Jet game you don't need sound for.
He's missing his boss's party for his friend's kid's party.
Yeah.
John.
You know what? Hey, Chuli, you left one out. The dumbest move Gary ever made? He had his wedding and didn't invite Tom Chiasano, the guy who gives him a raise.
Tiny oversight.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But now that we know what he has to do, it's all right.
Let's go to Frank's daughter's birthday party.
Answer honestly. Who was getting up with the kids Saturday morning?
Saturday morning?
Yeah.
Well, what's that supposed to do?
You.
I am.
What's the matter? You don't work hard enough?
What time is that? I'm just kidding.
It kills me. You know, the divorce laws kill me, too. Like Michael Jordan. All these women run around with billions. They do nothing. They do nothing. They don't even have a job.
One of them. I'm sorry. I left.
Oh, what a lottery. No wonder guys aren't getting married anymore. You mean I get to work like an idiot every day and hustle, and you get to keep all the money for doing nothing?
And she hardly had to see him to make all that money.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Let me understand this.
Okay, if you get divorced, did your wife entitled to half, do you think? Do you feel she...
Of course.
Of course.
What?
Gary'd be lucky if he walks away with half.
Yeah, right. The way his life's going.
I got to tell you, after hearing Gary Garver the other day, I don't know what the divorce laws are anymore. I mean, I don't know how it works.
I thought you were entitled to what you had before.
No. John.
You have investigated more than any person I know.
I haven't.
John, you got kids, you got a wife.
Does it affect you one way or another that if I come to the party night, it's not like it's a birthday party.
It doesn't affect me, but I would like to hang out with you if we're planning a night of all of us hanging out. It would be fun.
But you know what? The other thing,
I just feel bad. Listen, it doesn't affect me. I'm a big boy. But here's the deal.
We never seem to hang out.
I just feel...
you know what I mean? Like,
because my New Year's Eve party, I couldn't hang out with anyone. This is an opportunity to hang out.
Yeah, he's not the host.
I'm not the host.
He's not throwing the party.
It's not going to be that huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we get a TV,
there's going to be people hanging out.
Game, we'll get drunk. It'll be fun.
His days of fun are over. All right, go ahead, Chuli. What else?
All right. Who else you want to hear? I got Fred, Scott, Casey, Tom.
Right, give me one more. You pick.
Casey's so obvious. Can do...
Well,
do Fred.
All of them are good. But...
Okay.
Fred will go ballistic.
Fred, let's see. Changing his name to Eric, not telling anyone, of course.
That's great.
Throwing stuff and causing a big scene at the Rainbow Room.
That was pretty bad.
Oh, my God. That was unbelievable.
That's a great one. But that wasn't really on the show. So.
Oh, it was.
Oh, yes, it was.
The next day it was.
Got better on the show.
Next day it was when you stormed off and said you weren't working anymore.
Okay.
You quit the show.
Actually, you know when it got really good? Which I just heard on Best of, which I forgot about. We gave the guy that called in that morning an FME, and he came in to accept it live, and I really thought Fred was going to kill him.
I was that close.
Yeah.
It really was.
You could tell Fred was unbelievably angry.
was that close to doing an AJ on.
He almost became hockey dad.
All right, go ahead.
Or buying his mom a cookie puss for her birthday.
That was low.
Come on, that was romantic.
And or not divorcing his wife.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's changing your name to Eric and not telling anyone.
Oh, I don't know.
Which one?
I forgot falling down flat on my face.
I was going to write that one, but I thought you were going to blame that on tequila.
No, that was way better. No, I don't blame that on anything.
That was a good
Dude, the winner is changing your name to Eric and not telling anyone. That's about as bizarre as a human being can be.
You did that sober.
Yeah, not only did you do it sober, it just makes no sense.
Why do it?
It's just meaningless.
Use it?
You know what he said? Because I wanted to look at my credit card and see my name is Eric.
That's not the reason. I was just making a joke.
Then what was the reason?
Okay.
What is the reason?
The reason being is I didn't like my original surname because it was tied with my father. I have much of a closer bond.
But everyone calls you Fred.
No,
you didn't tell anyone.
Surname. That's not his
Well,
given
I also
name.
hated Fred.
Oh, yeah. But wait. I know why you changed.
First name because he didn't like his last name.
I understood always why you changed your last name.
I hated them all.
I understood why you changed your last name. That I knew that was about your father.
I just did it because as long as I was doing it, why not throw it on there?
But why not use it?
Why not tell anyone that your name is Eric?
I don't know, because everybody knows me as Fred. I mean, what am I going to do? Hold on.
I say that's the weirdest one.
You know what the weirdest thing about that is? John just told me the other day, when John got married, Fred had not announced the name change, and Fred signed the card Fred, parentheses, Eric, and John didn't know what it meant.
Fred Eric Norris.
That is. I don't even remember doing that, but I'll take your word for it.
Wow.
That sounds like a John made-up story.
Oh, yeah, I'll bring in the car.
Howard, I got one about Tom. It's really funny.
All right, real quick, and then I'm going to give you your TV.
Okay, stupidest moment of Tom. Making a cardboard golf club. Scraping bumper stickers off the wall. Hiring the grease man. Or admitting on the air that he has to see 2 movies in one day so he can go home balanced.
I was going to say the Grease Man, but I think it's the 2-movie thing. He has to see 2 movies a weekend, one comedy and one serious.
I think it was losing $1,000 to me in golf.
How about canceling the Christmas party?
Don't forget the letter he wrote with all the grammatical errors.
You want it? Yeah, what was that?
He wrote a letter to somebody. I can't remember what it was.
A memo, right.
A memo. It had a lot of errors in it.
You don't even know half the funny things about him. You know, Tom survived cancer last year.
Yeah.
So he wrote an article for some cancer magazine.
Oh, we never got to that. That's right.
I don't want to read the whole... I mean, I should read the whole thing. It's Tom's article about his melanoma.
It's a melanoma newsletter.
But what it starts out with, in my private life, I am a golfer. And like a lot of golfers, I believe in a philosophy that stresses maintaining an even keel in life. Don't get too high on your highs or too low on your lows. So he starts talking about cancer, but everything's about golf. And when you read real deep into it, he doesn't care how much skin cancer he gets. He's getting out on that golf course.
Yeah.
And he evidently slathers himself. Uh-oh. What's up? What'd I do wrong?
You know, the thing that you thought was funny, there's one line in there where Tom says, I know it doesn't go with what I believe in, because a guy who plays golf spends a lot of time in the sun, but I'm going to play golf.
Right.
I don't care about melanoma when it comes to golf.
Tom is playing golf no matter what.
I am. I would rather die than not play golf.
Right.
No.
He is a whore for golf.
Yeah, he loves that golf. I got to see. What do you? Do you wear like a beekeeper's helmet when you play golf now?
Oh, he's all regulation outfit.
But what kind of sunblock is he?
What kind of sunblock are you using?
50.
50.
Yeah.
You know, I read a thing. Sunblock doesn't work. Do you know that?
No, it does.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I will tell you, all my doctors tell me wear sunblock. It works.
They say go ahead and do it if you're going to lie in the sun.
Dealing with the best doctors in the best cancer hospital in the world. They say use sunblock.
Do you wear a hat when you play? Well, you must be bundled up like a burqa woman.
You know, he should wear a sombrero. That's the kind of...
Actually, you know what? They tell you should actually wear one of those really wide brim hats.
That's what I'm saying. You
won't do that? You'd rather have cancer than do that.
It's not the dress code for the course.
And he wears shorts, too. I mean, he's put on his legs.
Do you slather up your legs?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. How long does it take you to get that lotion on?
Oh, God, you know, it takes 15 minutes to do the whole me.
15, 20 minutes?
Yep.
The whole thing.
I mean, every piece of skin exposed and everything under the shirts, where anything where the sun's going to get to me, I'm going to put...
Even under the shirt you wear one?
Yeah.
Full body.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's out there on the course. And that's the point of the article. He's like, you know what? I went through hell.
But
I'm playing golf.
Hey, Howard, can we take the article and put it through that grade point? You know, they can tell you what grade, level you're writing in.
Yeah, sure you can. Remember you wrote the memo with all the errors?
I have the memo upstairs.
That's the best.
We blew it up.
It's part of my memorabilia.
I would say that's one of the top 3 angriest I've ever seen Tom. When you blew it up and brought in the English teacher to correct it.
Yeah. Oh, that made you crazy.
Oh, it absolutely did.
Yeah, we brought in an English teacher. That was great.
Yeah, I have the memo upstairs.
What'd she say? He writes on a level of like a 2nd grader.
You know, she had a big red marker, and he was just getting bummed.
Yeah.
She gave me a C- if I remember correctly.
She circled everything that was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
With that big red pen of
Big
hers.
red pen. Oh, yeah.
Minus.
Circled him.
All right,
Actually,
listen.
you know what? Regarding that article, it was Ratso called me because he heard me talking about the fact one morning that they had asked me to write something, and Ratso called me and said, hey, you know what? So you don't get embarrassed, why don't you let me help you write it?
Right.
So
Ratso helped you write this?
No. So I said, well, I already wrote it, and I read it to him, and he said, you know, it sounds good. I just went with it.
He was goofing on you.
He was probably trying to ruin it.
Wait till Howard hears all the golf references.
Wait till Howard gets... I'm a golfer. I live my life as a golfer.
I have a golf philosophy.
I didn't say...
What is your golf philosophy? Not too high, not too low.
Yes.
Well, he was certainly low when I
Well, what does it mean when you're out there on the course breaking clubs?
I haven't broken a club in
years.
8 years.
Is that right?
10 years.
So you've been living by the code?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you had a golf argument in like the last 3 years? Like, have you argued with someone over golf?
Oh, sure.
And what do you argue about? Like the lay of the ball?
The rules.
The rules of golf.
He didn't almost break a club when he was with you, John.
Oh, he told me that
I told him, I said, this is about the angriest I have been.
When you beat him?
Yeah, Howard, I beat him, and Tom and I took a ride back in his golf cart.
Wait, you've never taken a lesson
No,
or anything?
I'm the worst golfer in the world. And I took a ride back in the golf cart, on the golf cart, and all his buddies, like these old guys walking around, I go, hey! I just beat Tom for $1,000 in golf.
Howard, after John won, he ran around the course like a retard, screaming and yelling, completely inappropriate. That's what really...
Tom, he looked at me and goes, John, I want to just tell you this. He goes, I haven't been this upset since I lost the championship.
Really?
And then he wouldn't talk to me the whole way. He goes, I'm not gonna, he just was so sullen.
Well, it was a bad day for him. Julie, you win a Sony high-definition television with a Sony DVD player and a copy of Mad Max on DVD. Mel Gibson's unforgettable performance in the original Mad Max is now available on special edition DVD. Pick up yours today at Musicland.
Howard, I love you. You are the man, and I love contributing to this show, and I will call you with new games all the time.
All right, Julie, thank you.
Love him. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She was one of the cast of Seinfeld. Very successful show. And now she becomes the 3rd former cast member to get her own TV show.
Uh-oh.
Next month, she'll become the...
Oh, you know that'll be successful because her husband wrote it.
She will show up on TV as the star of Watching Ellie.
You know Brad Hall? He's had a pretty incredible run since Saturday Night Live.
He's keeping it pretty quiet, though.
He married a rich broad.
I like they have so much confidence in the show, her and her husband. They don't want it on after Friends. That's too much pressure.
Oh.
They want to be on a more obscure night.
Well, they're going to Tuesdays at 8:30. How's that?
There you go.
They say there is, of course, pressure involved because she was on such a high-profile show, and 2 other cast members have had dismal failures on TV. But I guess she's hoping to break that curse. So, Julia Louis returning to TV.
I hear she's so rich anyway. I think, like, Julia Louis, the Louis part of her name.
Has money attached to it?
Yeah, like
Dreyfus.
What are they?
The Dreyfus Fund.
The Dreyfus
You're
Fund.
kidding? She's that Dreyfus family?
It's that Dreyfus.
They don't need any money.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
That's why she even said, if you guys want me back on TV, okay, but you know what? My husband has to write it.
Right.
I have 2 kids, so I want you to build like a full-time playroom at the studio and a classroom for my kids. I don't want to be...
So they got to build her a whole new house.
They're going to build her a whole new life.
Just so
It's like
she
witness
will come to
protection.
work.
She's got FU money.
Oh, she's got Meg. She's like the guy from the Monkees. Because Monkees reunion. My mom just left me the whiteout fortune.
Which guy is that?
Mike Nesmith.
Yeah, the one who never shows up at the reunion.
He's like, I'm not going to be in something stupid like the Monkees.
Man.
A Monkees reunion, please. I'm a video director.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a whiteout inheritor.
Nigga, please.
Right, ODB. Yes, Sal?
Hey, Howard.
You have the last word.
Yeah, last year I predicted Tina to win Survivor. Tonight I have my prediction.
What is it?
Tom. Old man farmer Tom. I'll put $500 on old man Tom.
Whoa.
What did he say?
He's putting $500 on old man Tom. And what do I get?
You get 500, 250 per nostril.
No, come on. 500. What's the bet, though? I say Tom's not going to get it.
Yeah, you're going for Ethan. If you get Ethan, I give you 5. If it's Tom, you give me 5.
And what happens if it's someone else?
No. Here's how the bet you go. If it's not Tom,
I get the 500.
Then Howard gets the 5, Sal.
Well, that's 3-1. There's 4 people in the game.
Hey, I'll put your money where your mouth is.
All right, and Howard, if it's not Ethan, then I get the 500.
Well, here's the deal, though. I'm taking action. I'm the house.
Right.
You said it's going to be the old woman. No.
No, I said it's going to be Ethan.
Ethan, okay.
I'm saying, you want to bet Tom?
Right.
The old guy?
Right.
I'll give you action. Put down 500. If you win, I'll give you the 500. If you don't, I won't.
But there's 4 players, so should.
But what do you want from me? Well, if you went to Vegas, they don't worry how many players there are.
Okay, but we have to factor in odds because there's 4 players. So Tom should really be, let's say, for example, 3-1.
No. Sal, you called all cocky about it.
Don't you believe in your prediction?
Don't you believe in Tom?
I believe in Tom, but the thing is, Tom...
I'll tell you what I don't believe in. I don't believe I'll get paid from you.
You will.
I don't think you have a dime to your name.
Sal's salary is down.
In the world. Are you kidding me?
Sal's salary's down. Like he used to make like over $1 million a year. He's down like $200,000 a year.
Is John work for the IRS or something? This guy's so infatuated with people's annual income. Why don't you start writing some material, you jackass? Miniature Sasquatch over there. Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
How's Beth doing?
Great.
Yeah, everything's going real well?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. No boo, Knicks games, everything?
Yeah, why not?
Fantastic.
Living a life.
Hey, Howard, quick question. Ready?
Sorry.
Hey, Howard. No, it's great. Quick question. If you had to kill, Allison or Beth, who would you kill?
Oh, stop it.
Come on.
Stop it.
And I'll tell you what.
You know what? That's how I kill you.
If you answer that question, I'll take Tom straight up for 500.
I don't need your 500.
There's a good prize.
Yeah.
But, hey, Howard, have you tried anal on Beth yet?
Thank you for the call, Sal.
Hey, Howard, come on.
Come on, I told you.
Howard, that's a horrible question, but have you had anal with Beth?
An out-of-control Sal today.
Howard.
What do you think? Yeah.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, if Beth ever decided to change her mind and have children, would you honor the request?
No.
Okay. If by the grace of God, Beth decided that she wanted to move in with you, would you honor the request?
No.
Beth's not living with you?
No.
Okay, so far so good. If Beth did become a mother, do you think she would be just as good as a mother as Allison was to your daughters?
Yes.
You pussy whipped son of a bitch.
Why is that pussy whipped? I think she'd be a great mom.
There's a lady who likes to watch porn, does naked dances on your coffee table.
What? What are you talking
Says
about?
She doesn't want to have children. All right, ready? Here's the question of all questions. Let's rewind the clock 25 years ago when you're in college. Beth and Allison are in the same school with you.
Right.
Would Beth have the same desire towards you that Allison did 25 years ago?
You'll never know that. We'll never know.
Howard, come on.
What do you mean? Ask her. Don't ask me. Interview her. I'll have her on the show. You can ask her. I'll bring her in.
You got it, Howard Oshowski. You're on.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my God.
Sal going for the jugular today.
He calls to make a bet, then he doesn't want to make the bet.
Yeah. Oh, he won't bet.
Great. Yeah, he wiggled out of the bet.
He said to me, Tom is going to win
$500
on Survivor. And I said to him, okay, put up your 500 and I'll cover your bet. Then you want no. Right, he wants everything else.
Do you want to bet me? I'll bet against Ethan.
You can bet whoever you want. Pick a survivor.
No, I'm saying you have already said that Ethan's going to win. So
right, that's my belief.
I'll bet you $100 he doesn't.
Well, who are you betting on?
It's the same thing. I'm just saying.
I don't want to do that. It's not interesting.
You're about as confident as Sal is.
No, I'm not looking to bet. You want to bet me. If you want to bet me, then make a bet.
It's your bet. No, because I think Ethan has the best. He has the best shot to win.
All right. So then, what do you want from me? I didn't ask anybody to bet. This idiot calls me up on the phone, wants a bet.
You want to bet there, Robin?
No.
Robin, matey. All right, we got to go. I will see you tomorrow.